Hey guys, Central Cop 321 here. On my way home from work, so bear with me on this one. I know it's been a couple of days since I've posted a video. My apologies to that, I've just been really busy at work. So, recently, there's been some pretty high stress situations that have happened in my agency, calls that we've gone on. Excuse me. And I just kind of wanted to use this as an opportunity to talk about it. So, responding to high stress situations or calls is something that every cop is going to go through more than once, more than a dozen, or close to, more than, I would say, closer up to the hundreds of times over a course of their 20 to 30 plus years in law enforcement, depending on how much they actually do in law enforcement. But so it being a almost daily occurrence, if you will, or such a common theme in law enforcement, it's a good thing to think about, especially if you're looking to get into law enforcement. You need to be prepared to face these situations. What I do is I watch a lot of training videos that go over high stress situations like officer involved shootings, responding to shootings, responding to shots fired where people actually have witnessed the shooting going on, such as if someone witnesses a murder via gunfire. So what the high stress part of it doesn't begin when you're getting on scene. It begins when the call is coming out, whether you're being dispatched to it immediately or not. Typically, like in my department, you get a shots fired, especially if there's an officer involved shooting, everybody is going to that. They're going to respond, at least at first, and then once it starts calming down, the units are going to start dispersing back throughout the city or throughout the county, whatever, what have you. So I've been involved, and mind you, I'm still not cleared from field training yet. I've responded to several shootings already. I'm not saying I'm a pro at high stress situations or responding to shootings of any sort by any means, but you may be sitting in briefing, waiting for briefing to finish, and a shots fired comes out, or you may be bored out of your mind, and all of a sudden, shots fired. And you have to quickly think on your feet because, well, 1, you need to know where it's at. 2, you need to know how to get there. 3, you have to get there safely. And that's all before you get a chance to get on scene and assess what you need to do to help your brothers in blue through that situation. It takes a lot of mental prep in order to be able to deal with it. For me, I try to play scenarios through my head all the time. Worst case scenarios where, say I'm doing a security check on a local park, and I pull into the park and there is a group of people, 20 plus people that are in a fight. What am I going to do? Alright, well, in this scenario, I'm going to, if I'm on a security check at the park, first of all, I've already called and let dispatch know that I'm at that park. Second of all, as soon as I see it, I'm going to call for backup. I'm going to exit my car because, quite frankly, sitting in a car waiting for backup while a fight's going on, 1, bad for officer safety because you don't know if that fight that's going on is set up for an ambush, and all you're doing is sitting waiting, and they just sneak up behind you and get you. Or 2, bad press. You know, people see a fight going on at a park, and they see a cop just sitting in a car watching it. That's not going to go over well. There's going to be several complaints on that. So I'm going to get out of the car and grab the PA. I'm going to stay in a position where I can keep eyes on, because as you all know, cops don't play fair. So we're going to wait till we get the numbers on our side, then we're going to go in, provided it's not life-threatening, of course. So I'm going to grab the PA because, you know, in a fight, people get loud. So I don't want to be there trying to yell over them. I'm going to use my resources. I'm going to use the PA system on my car, and I'm going to start addressing the group, trying to get them to calm down or to break up or what have you, so I can try and get the situation under control before backup gets there. And if that happens, then I'm going to just relay it to dispatch to let them know. If, say, the next worst case scenario that we get through happens, where, say, somebody pulls a gun out, starts firing into the crowd, or fires but misses people, out of that worst case scenario, if they fired, best case scenario is they don't hit somebody and you're able to take them into custody immediately. But that's not going to happen. So, they pull the gun out, they shoot. What are my actions? Well, if I can see them and I watch them shoot, whether they hit somebody or not, they have displayed their intent to cause serious bodily harm or death to individuals there, and they are willing to do this. So my actions from there is, I'm going to challenge him, tell him to drop the gun. If he doesn't drop the gun, I'm going to have to quickly take action, take thought process, and decide, are you ready to shoot and take this threat out? Or are you going to sit there and continue to try and challenge this individual? I can say all I want right now, but mental prep is going to help me along the way. And it's like I'm pre-game Monday morning quarterback this scenario, which is what a lot of officers do. And it helps them get their thought processes out quicker, and it actually helps get you through, so you're kind of exposed. So when you're faced with that scenario, your brain is already able to connect the dots quicker. So assessing the threat, there's a crowd there, he's already displayed intent to harm or kill somebody, I'm taking the shot. If he flees before I get a chance to take the shot, I'm still within my rights to, and legally speaking, I'm still okay to shoot him, even if I shoot him in the back, because he has already displayed his intent and capability and willingness to kill someone. Somebody doesn't just fire a gun off into a crowd and go, oh, well, I didn't mean it. I didn't really want to kill someone. Nah, you really did. So, if he takes off, I have the option to chase after him, try and tase him, or shoot him. Well, if I don't eliminate the threat, and I decide to chase him, and he goes into a wooded area, I'm not going to follow him into that wood line, because that's putting me at disadvantage. I no longer have eyes on. At that point, what I need to do is give a great description, and then hope he doesn't go off and do something further. Maybe the fight originated because he confronted his girlfriend or his wife's lover that she's now involved with, and things got escalated, and they have a child in common. So he felt that was the next option. Well, maybe he didn't get that opportunity to kill that lover. So what he's going to do is try and go back to baby mama. Who knows? If we don't try to stop him from committing these atrocities before, he may end up going and doing that, and then they're going to have to live with the consequences of that. So getting back to the stressful part, by pre-planning and going through all these scenarios in your head and watching training videos and watching all these videos on what officers did and critiquing them and seeing what you would do in their situation, put yourself directly in their shoes. Don't give yourself any more information than that they had at the time, and see what outcome you come with. You are better preparing yourself to be able to handle that high stress situation. You're also putting yourself in a better position to keep your brothers in arms and sisters in arms in a safe position and keep them safe, because you're not going to be that person that fails to act when needed to. So that's what I have on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you liked it. If you don't like it, do me a favor, click the dislike button, but leave me a comment and let me know why. That's me. That's all I have for now. Talk to you later, guys.